All right, so let's just talk about how all this test is going to work, just to kind of clear up any questions that you may have through here.
Come on, hurry up.
So just to give you an idea of what this looks like, it's a 230-acre farm. It's leased to the Willow Bend Ag Innovation Center, and the group wanted to see the farm live up to its potential. So Brian and Josh get to use that facility for their extension programming, which services a lot of producers in this part of the state, Virginia, Tennessee, Kentucky. We get a lot of people that are traveling from those different areas. And then it's also a resource for students in that area, like I talked about, coming out to Willow Bend or to that particular farm. The big thing about this, and I think that will work out to your benefit, is that it allows you to align with other tests in the country, right? So your performance here can be compared to, generally to the test in Florida or the test in Mississippi, or if Oklahoma's going to do one again. It aligns better with those tests. It closely represents what you guys do anyway, right?
You ready?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if I need that right now or not. Which ones you want to bring on first, yours or mine?
Don't make no difference.
Whichever one you grab is kind of like play and pull. Whichever one goes in the pocket first.
They do want them sorted so they'll go.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's grab this big one here first and see what's going to make it.
Oh, yeah, right. All right, that's his farm.
Grab my paperwork.
Yeah.
All right, so let's just talk about how all this test is going to work, just to kind of clear up any questions that you may have through here. The test is still managed by me, right? I don't manage the test, I just get all the credit. The work is done by a lot of other people. It's still managed by WVU. You'll still be communicating with Eric Nestor, that's my research tech. So you guys all know Eric and send him emails, and he does all of that. The day-to-day operations and animal management will be performed by Ty Judy. He's the farm manager. So he's out there, he's employed by the Willow Bend Ag Innovation Center. And then I hired an undergraduate student to help him. He is from this area. He's going to stay with his dad's college roommate, who is the extension agent in Monroe County, where this farm is, that guy's also on the board. And these guys go and visit the farm pretty much every day because it's on their way home. So we have a lot of eyes on what's going on with this, and a lot of eyes of trained livestock people. And then we have an awesome veterinarian working with us. She has a mobile vet service. Her name is Dr. Rogers, and we have a BCPR with her. She's already bought all the drugs for us. She said, this is what you're going to treat for. This is what you're going to use when we treat stuff. And you have any issues, call me. I live right next to the farm. So we've got a vet that's right there, that's on our side, that is going to kind of keep you guys. She was scared to death of all of you yesterday. She had no idea what she was walking into. We had an hour-long conversation about a week ago, and I said, listen, you don't need to jump off a bridge. These are really great people to work with. Your job is to make sure that their animals are coming in healthy and that they're going to, for your best estimate, stay healthy through the
I know you wrote yourself a good health certificate.
I did.
So let Reagan see your health certificate.
Check out there. This is the factory.
So that's how that works. So if we think of this as kind of a timeline of activity and how things are going to go down, we just did our delivery yesterday, right? I'm still upright, right? And I'm still standing. My legs are a little tired. On my joint, I'm just getting old, right?
Thank you.
Yep. Come on. Well, there you go. I got this one.
got all the intake data. So what is all of that? Weights, FOMACHA scores. All your goats got a fecal sample yesterday, right? On every single one of those. Good. You heard. We heard. Fat fingers, right? Small goats and fat fingers don't help. They got a sore mouth vaccination, they got a CD&T vaccination, and they were dewormed with Cytactin, Valvazin, and Prohibit, right? All in one day. All of that stuff. And they got an RFID tag in their head. So you get one of those fancy WVU tags that go in there. You notice that all the tags have different colors on them. We'll get into all that here in a minute. All right.
Now, what is that you're doing now, sir?
This is a sore mouth vaccination.
Okay.
So, good. So they did all that, and then they loaded up on my trailer, and they got dumped out at Willow Bend last night. Then they had all the hay that they wanted to. They could just relax, calm down, breathe, eat some food, drink, and just be themselves, right? And just be goats. And then we're gonna assign them to grazing groups based on those tag colors. So we've got blue, red, yellow, white, right? We got 4 different groups. Those are gonna be your 4 different grazing groups. They were going to graze pastures of equivalent size, or paddies of equivalent size that'll all be electronet fence. And we have some dogs that are running out there to kind of keep predation down. Where they're at with that, they're gonna get larvae, assigned to the grazing groups, and then get weighed again in that 12-hour period. Those 2 weights will then be averaged, and that is their on-test weight. Are you good with that? Any questions?
The grazing groups, are they completely randomized, and how many are in each grazing group?
There's 194 goats that came on test, and they're randomized as they came in. So our average weight on intake is typically 50 pounds. That's what it was yesterday. So there's not a big dispersion of weights where you've got 100-pound goats and then you got 50-pound goats in the same group. We don't have 100-pound goats, right? So they get average. So not all your goats are in one group. You're gonna have one in, if you have brought 4 goats, we make sure that you have one in each group, right? And then there's no kind of group behavior, like you're my homie from my farm, I'm staying with you the whole time, you and I are eating together. We don't have that. We want to look at how they're doing in a crowd. So that's when they start. Then we're going to come back every 2 weeks. Collection day, collection day, collection day. And what are we collecting at that time? Weights, FOMACHA scores, and fecal eight counts, right? Every 2 weeks we'll have those fecals done. Then we get to this off-test data collection day. Nightmare day, right? Because that is the end of the test. They're going to get weighed twice, just like they did coming on test. Twice over a 12-hour period. So once in the morning, we do all of this stuff. Then we come back again that night, do them again. And then we average that weight across that time, and that is your in weight. I will ultrasound all the goats. We'll get a fecal eight count, and then we're going to deworm everybody. And then we're going to chill them out for a week. Get all of our data together, get that to you. We'll do the same thing that we did last year. You got goats that you want to send to a sale or sale barn. We got that big old trailer. We'll load those goats up there, take them to Mount Hope, or Mount Vernon in this case is a little closer for us. And then they'll cut you a check and send that right back to you. Or you have the option of coming and back and picking up your goats and taking them home. Okay? Same way. Everything else is going to behave exactly the same. You're going to get a little bit more frequency in reporting on this, so we're going to give you a report every 2 weeks as that goes through there.
Okay.
52, you're on the dot. All right.
So
All right. Well, I'm going to go move my truck.